On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between our visitors and the Cincinnati Bengals. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Set. 10-2 start. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Hurry, hurry. Fire.
Here's Stick on 1st and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. John Ross, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Got this. 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now. 50, plant. Here I come. Here I come. Snap.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Hey, high 7. 57 to 1.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. That's a great response. You give up the first score of the game, but you go right down yourselves and get the equalizer.
I just had a flashback there. I remember playing in a game like that in college where one of my teammates had said in the media that week, the opposite team would be lucky to cross our goal line. They crossed it in the first minute of the game. On our first offensive play, we scored to answer back. Something similar to what we just saw there.
Very similar to what we just saw.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
1st down and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts of the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive.
And this will be caught at the 30. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. And a huge play that time. 52 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10.
Mike 96, Mike 96.
He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Yeah, good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
That defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, but now it's third down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's fourth down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Watch the eye.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. Well, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long?
Hey, exit. Check that. We're on Mike 52 right here. I'm coming. Mike 52. Hey, Mike 52.
Here's Stick, third and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So that interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I'm not sure that you'd call it a trick play, but it definitely showed some imagination there. I wouldn't be surprised if they want to come back and show this play a few more times before this one is over.
Cut 18 Gator. Squeeze, double. Wide, get wide.
On second down, rushing. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is third and long.
57 Mike. Big stop, G. Big stop.
They'll set up a throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for... And the ball is knocked out. come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. And this is no good. Close, but he misses just left of the upright. And this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
They'll run on first down. It's Bradley. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That good for 22 and a first down. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. Hopkins with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Got it.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Hooked up by Jesse Bates. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
218, chop.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 17-yard line.
Hey, 40's Mike. Hey, team 6. Team 6. Mike 40, Mike 40. Drop deep, drop deep. Mike 40.
On second down now. It's Bradley. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 13.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 13.
Here we go, set. 10 Lobo. 6 man. Check curls, check curls. 5. 52, Mike 52. So don't say nothing. 52's the mic right here, over there, right? 52's the mic.
Stick from the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Will Harris.
They should have known. They should have known.
Guys take over 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. 10-2 start. You got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 5.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Intended for Equanimeous St. Brown. It's now 2nd and 10.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot.
Mike 57. All day, dog.
Snap.
Second and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a third and 10.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Move. Second time, defense. Let's go. Mike's 57.
They'll drop the throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. They spot it on the midfield stripe. So it is a 60-yard attempt here. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Let's go, defense. Our time. Let's go.
On first down, Bradley. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a second and 3.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Check 53 is mine. Target, 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 target. Check 3, check 3, check 3.
Big grip, big grip.
They'll run on first down. It's Bradley. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a second and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Squeeze.
Check 50, check 50.
Look at me. Go. Shoot.
On second down, Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. It's a loss of 4. Now third down.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
Let's go, G. Let's go.
Stick.
On third down, it's Stick. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bradley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Tony Brown there on the tackle. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Well, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past overthrew guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll get this complete to the Notre Dame man, Equinemius St. Brown. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught at the 10. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. And they rattle off a big one. 45 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Go! Ready?
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them. That feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
From the 27, Stick got an open man. That's C.J. Uzama. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A shotgun throw for Stick. And that is incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. This is taken around the 12. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Ready.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
Defense wins championships, baby. Go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. The Bengals with 2 extra DBs. A nickel look on 3rd.
Blanketing the passing lanes.
Hey,
They'll set up to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. It's a 1st down following a gain of 3. This quarterback now, he's hit on just 5 of 15 throws, a poor percentage, but it's 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Let's go. Big series right here. We got to step it up. Alert 3, alert 3. Alert 3.
Back to throw here. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. A 50-50 ball. A little dangerous. Could have been picked. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me. Mike 51, Mike 51.
They'll look to throw here. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, it's Stick. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10.
Safety's creeping.
Greystone travel.
Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. So we come upon halftime in what's a 12-point game at the break, as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive in the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there.
But this is
I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
And the San Diego first down.
Got it.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, wahoo!
51's the mic. 51's the mic. I'm on. 51's the mic. 51's the mic.
Let's go.
Now back to throw. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
Ready? 30 base.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Looking to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. This will be caught by Brown. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the first down. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we've got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Ready,
the run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, box truck. 58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Check, let's go.
They'll throw on 2nd down his stick. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And he will score. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will shave one more off this lead. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Come on,
the Bengals drive about to get going.
Me and you all day. I'm coming after you.
Ready.
They start the drive with Cook. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And again this time to the tailback.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Ready up.
52, Mike, 52. Watch the screen.
Smooth.
52, Mike, 52. Get that.
Defense.
Here's Stick looking to throw. And this is caught, but I don't think he stayed in bounds. No, he didn't. It's incomplete. The throw took him past the boundary, and it's 4th. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
So that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Ready go. Get it.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Let's go now. 60 yards. Hey, Alpha.
57.
Go.
Watch the slide.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The 21 yards there as they convert on third. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy, most likely.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 37. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Ready, break. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Travis Kelce. A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And his guys are going to retake the lead. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come.
Come off the ball.
Hey, orbit.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Let's go, D.
Ready.
Back to throw again. That's caught at the 3. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
53's the Mike. 53's the Mike.
Stick back to pass. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Haywood.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike.
I smell fear in that offense. I smell fear in that offense.
58's the Mike. 58. 58's the Mike.
Stick looks to throw. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down.
Sets up fourth down.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, back up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to float this over the middle deep. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. The 20, 10, and touchdown. Miles Boykin, 96 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And I think it's safe to say we won't call many touchdown passes longer than that this year, partner.
No, I would agree with that totally. And right now, you're looking at an offensive coordinator. Conservative would not go next to his name. Risk taker, definitely, because he valued the opportunity to create a big play against what could have been disaster if they end up getting sacked or fumbling the ball in the shadow of their own goal line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistent.
And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 29. A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10.
Hey, exit.
Check 52 to Mike. Check 52.
Here's Stick on first and 10. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on second and inches.
Charlie. Watch the ship. Five.
Down Stick. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
Come on, set.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
40, Mike, 40. Here we go.
Yep.
Me.
Look at me. Zipper.
Check.
Snap.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Hopkins. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. And remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner. And there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here to have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Here we go. 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll drop the throw. He's going deep for Brown. And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, it's one thing to grab it with one hand, but when you make a catch of that distance, quite another.
Yes, sir. I mean, that one right there, we keep talking about the high-flying antics that we're seeing from receivers nowadays. Doesn't matter what spot they start in. But when it actually does happen in the heat of battle, it brings me right out of my seat.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and goal as they search for what could be a game-sealing touchdown. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
They picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, wahoo!
Mike 96, Mike 96. I got you, son. I got you. You're all mine. You're all mine, baby. You gonna get this. You're all mine.
And that's
that one looks like he'll throw here to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Now a give, right side. Rushing. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
At their own 22-yard line.
Got it.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time, gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute.
Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
60 Pittsburgh.
Check 24. Check 24.
On first down, rushing. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll keep it on the ground. Rushing. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll set up a throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for our visitors, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, it's another loss as they now fall to 4-11. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.